What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another catch-up flight with Pauly. Got my man Kyle from Horus joining us today from Escondido, right? Or where are you? Oceanside?
The festival's in Escondido.
Okay, my bad. One of these super rad neighborhoods, though, where it's warm and sunny out, unlike this dreary Portland weather we're dealing with lately. But yeah, thanks for joining us, Kyle. Extremely excited to have the tap takeover, the collaboration we're doing with you, the release of our 2-year project in the making.
Yeah.
So what do you want to start with today, dude?
I already went for the brew.
The brew.
All the stars.
All stars. Cheers, dude.
It's very good. Thank you.
Happy 10:30 in the morning on
Yeah.
Friday, though. Yeah. So after you take a sip or two, let's start out by telling everyone a little bit about yourself and about Horus.
So I started Horus. I guess the idea was back in 2015.
Okay.
And
So young.
yeah, really didn't release beer until early last year, and
Okay.
it's a side project in every way, shape, and form. I work a full-time job. Been with that company for going on 11 years.
Wow.
I don't brew much. I don't have a brew house. I have a barrel warehouse where I ferment and store and do bottle release pickups out of there every once in a while, and the rest of the beer goes to festivals and events like we had last night.
Cool, man.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So
small.
you're a blendery, right? You don't
Essentially.
brew. You don't have your own brew house, right?
Don't have my own brew house. I brew elsewhere, and I'll put it in totes and bring it back to my facility. I think I've brewed at 5 or 6 different local breweries now. A few of them more so than others, and I just brewed my first one at Mason and San Marcos. So hopefully that one goes well and can do that one more often because they're closer to me.
Now, we were curious, right? Because we had some of your bottles and kegs on last night, and some of them didn't say barrel age, right? So
Yeah.
is everything barrel age or no?
So initially I wanted it to be. There was a huge demand for non-barrel aged stouts after a few of the collabs, so
Yeah.
I thought, why not? And I brewed 5 all of last year. So not very much quantity, but it was fun, and I think they were well received, and I'll probably do...
Dude, they were killer.
Yeah, thanks,
We
man.
tried a couple last night.
I'll probably do about the same, maybe a couple more this year.
Do you call them pastry stouts?
I think they're teetering on them. I like to try to balance them. All of them last year had coffee in them. I've had a few people reach out and just asking to do one without because they either have an allergy or can't do caffeine. So I think I'll push that next year, and definitely some of the barrel aged stouts coming out won't have coffee on them either. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, so you do stouts, barrel aged stouts, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you do sours, which we're going to talk about here,
Yeah.
which I'm psyched about. Any other beers you do?
Do IPAs. On collab front, I've done everything from 17% stout down to a classic Belgian style table beer. So yeah, I think on collabs it's fun to brew the beers that I had grown up brewing at home and being able to put them on a production scale, but I don't brew often enough to do a lot of them myself.
Right.
So just kind of
Yeah, you don't even have the time, dude. How do you have to, tell the people of the world how you have time, right? So you're a family man.
I am.
And you have a full-time job.
I do.
And you do Horus, but
Yeah.
how do you survive, dude?
Last few years have been rough on the work-life balance for sure. I'm going to tone it back on the collab front and
Tell everyone how many you've done the past couple of years out there,
I
dude.
think 2017 I did 55, and this past year was in the 20s.
Dude, 55.
In 1 year.
Fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, and it started as
I don't think we've done 55. I think we've done like 25, dude.
Yeah, I mean, 4
And there's
of them,
3 of us. We could divide and conquer, dude.
Yeah, 4 of them have been with you guys, which is
Yeah.
cool. I think that's the most I've done with any brewery.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So speaking of collabs with us,
Yeah.
what's the name of this beer right here?
So, I think in May is the end of my first year of my bottle club membership, and this beer is our collaboration when you guys came out, and it's a blend of pork barrels that James, Andy, and I tasted through, and it's a combination of our yeast cultures. This particular one is a one-off of that beer with local blueberries and blackberries. So
Sweet.
We had it for the event last night, and these are probably the last few ounces.
Cool.
Now,
Your local fruit or our local fruit?
my local fruit.
Okay, cool. Hood River fruit does the best.
Yeah. So this beer, it's pretty low on an acidity level as the base, and it's really clear.
It's fucking delicious, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It's pale straw color, and then all the color is pretty much coming from the fruit, and it's not a lot of fruit. I wanted to keep the funk prominent and let the base beer speak for itself, and it came out really good.
Dude, yeah. You get such a good blend of funk and tartness, right? And that's really hard to do. I know just from talking with a lot of homebrewers out there that taste our sours and how people feel about ours. So we're working on ours. You know, we've hired Rob from Rare Barrel. And
Yeah.
we've got some good stuff coming out. So I don't know why I'm talking about myself too.
No, you're good. I don't know, with sours, I've always liked balance. There's a time and place for acidity. I think you should let the fruit kind of speak for itself.
Yeah.
I think my stone fruit beers, we'll go on to the cherry one next, but peach and nectarine, apricot especially, those beers will come off more acidic, but when those beers don't have fruit on them, they're pretty low pH. I mean, on the pH scale and acidity levels. So
Cool.
yeah.
Where'd you learn to make great kind of, it's like lambic style, right?
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. Where'd you learn this stuff?
Just crazy trial and error at home, like obsessive home brewing. This culture that is in this beer started as a couple berries on a creek in one of my houses.
Is that a Kriek or CRE? It's a beer joke.
CREEK. But yeah, I just propped it up, and it was pretty wild going from a couple gallon batches to pitching 60 full size wine barrels last year. But,
wow.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm happy with it. I definitely had to dump a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the learning process when you're scaling up.
Yeah, it sucks doing that, dude.
Yeah.
Right? It's horrible having to dump a batch of beer. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, the sours are my passion. That's what I really want to concentrate on. And as you know, just opening a place and concentrating on sour beer, paying a lease before you even have approval, and then the beer sitting for a year or two. It's not the most lucrative business, but making a few other beers on the side will allow me to keep pursuing this passion and just keep the
not
side
putting money
project
into
going.
your kids' 529 plan.
Or not.
Whatever.
Or my daughter not going to college.
Right.
But yeah, these are what I take pride in. I really put a lot of effort into blending and tasting these, and people that know me on a personal level know that I'm pretty spreadsheet fanatical.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
the notes.
You're an accountant
Yeah.
at heart, right? Not at heart. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah,
My job.
The notes get out of control, and I think that's the fun in making these kind of beers and watching them evolve.
Tell us about your spreadsheet, bro. How many
Yeah.
rows and columns you got, dude?
I think so. I'm up to 130 barrels.
Is that each row?
No, that's one each, and then column-wise, we're at like 7 columns. So there's a good amount of data on there.
Nice. Are you an Excel dude or Google Sheets dude?
Excel. I'm like an old man when it comes to all the new technology. I'm still learning that. But
Cool. We're a Google Sheets one, man.
yeah.
Dude, this
so,
beer's killer.
Thank you.
Let's taste Barrel 121, man.
Yeah. So
What's this beer all about?
this beer is
You guys see the color, man?
Yeah.
It's beautiful, dude.
This beer was, an experiment. There's no other way to describe it. I put some really basic 60% Pilsner, 40% wheat base into bourbon barrels and re-fermented them on cherries for, I think it was about 3 or 4 months, and then served it still. So you're drinking uncarbonated. I wanted you.
Why do I get a little chocolate too? I get chocolate mixed with cherry.
Definitely the bourbon barrel. Yeah. There's like a cool vanilla chocolate toffee, and I think that comes from the char.
Yeah.
I haven't really used them much before.
I'm getting like a chocolate covered cherry, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's delicious, man.
So yeah, I think I haven't done much of this still stuff, but it's really cool to taste the beer as I would from a barrel. It's not going to be for everybody. Some
Right.
people want that aggressive, prickly carbonation,
Mhm.
but it's fun. And this is a higher ABV sour. It's in the 8% range. So,
Cool. Nice. So
yeah.
we'll really enjoy lunch after this.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Most definitely.
Cool, man. When are people going to be able to ever taste this or buy it?
I
Never?
don't know. I've bottled a few of the still beers. Most sour bottles I won't release for about 3 months after bottling.
Okay.
I bottle condition everything, and then I'll do rigorous tasting. And I think I'm sitting on. I promised club members 8 unique sours. I've given them 4, and I got to pick 4 more from 8 in the next 5 months, which there's going to be even more to pick from. So I like having that kind of in the back burner, and not promising something and then like rushing a beer out. I want to have a bunch of stuff to pick from and kind of give them the best that I have.
Dude, and I really appreciate what you're doing as a business model.
Oh, thanks, man.
Most breweries don't act like a winery. You're acting like a very small batch winery, which we have a ton of those here in Oregon. We're extremely lucky, and I've visited a couple, tasted a couple, and that's how you're running your business, and it's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, I think part of that is, the brewery is not meant to be like a lucrative, job. It's more of a passion, a hobby, a side project, and my day job pays my bills and supports my family. And
Will you ever quit your day job and go full force?
Ask me in a few years. I would like to at some point. There's a lot going on in my personal life right now between
yeah, man, you got
family
a
and moving and health, and you know how it goes. So yeah, we'll see.
It's tough, man.
It is. It's really fun the way it's going. I can also see doing production someday and really enjoying it. So, yeah, we'll see where it goes.
It's equally stressful as whatever you're doing
I'm sure.
now. Right now, you're double stressing it, though, dude.
Oh, yeah.
No, I worked at a company for exactly 11 years, too, before I went full-time here.
Yeah, it's wild to balance it all, but...
Yeah. I mean, luckily we had partners, so maybe you could bring on a partner if you want. I don't know.
That's
helps,
the thing.
But
Being a solo employee operation is pretty taxing at times.
Do you have any even part-time help?
No, but friends do volunteer, whether it's bottling on the 6-head gravity filler or helping me at bottle pickups. A few of them will help me pour at my festival. My best friend helps me with a lot of like the labels and the graphic design work, and really cool artists I've used from New Jersey on everything. Spring Whitaker. So those are every bird you see. She actually paints original canvases, and I've been lucky with the people that have helped me along the way. And I think this industry is really collaborative in general, whether it's a beer with my name on it or a beer I help brew somewhere else. You know, it's always like a team effort. I think that's really cool, and just make lifelong friends.
Sweet, dude.
That way.
So, can I ask you something that might be controversial?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I want to ask about a topic that's come up with us once or twice and is big in the industry. It's cultural appropriation, right? So, 1 or 2 people have mentioned to us about our label for I Love It When You Call It Big Papaya.
Yeah.
James and I both have multicultural wives that have brought this up. So we're not going to use that beer name anymore or label.
Yeah.
But we're working on a beer together, Legend of the Woodsman, right?
Yeah.
And it's Drake. I'm joking. It's Kyle from ours on the label, right? But there's a headdress, right? Are you Native American? Do you have any feedback from people thinking you shouldn't use this logo anymore? What do you think,
At the beginning, when there wasn't much education on the brand, there was a few people that were concerned.
My Horus shirt.
The logo is...
Let me suck the code.
That's a side profile of me.
That's not Drake?
No, it's not.
Right.
Surprising.
Right.
And this is a falcon on my head. So Horus means falcon-headed in ancient Egypt. And the logo is actually a wedding gift from my wife.
Cool.
We had talked about the name a few months prior, and she surprised me with it. And
Is Horus, back when I was doing conspiracy theory research, right? Is that Jesus, right? Prior to Jesus, does it stem from Horus?
Yeah, it's ancient Egypt. Yeah, it's so the focus of my brand. I wanted it to be an ode to birds of prey. I grew up around hawks and falcons, and Yeah, that's literally a
So
Falcon.
what do you mean by you grew up around Hawks and Falcons?
My dad is a falconer.
I think, dude, this is.
He.
You gotta tell the people about this. Have you ever told this story before? Or
I
no?
have.
Okay.
Not too in depth. But
Okay.
I think when I was born, he had Harris hawks, which are bigger brown hawks.
Wow.
Typically seen.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in LA, El
Okay.
Segundo, little tiny
Okay.
suburb.
So in Los Angeles, your dad was a falconer.
Yeah, so where the LA Galaxy play, I think one of the NFL teams have been playing out near there, but that was all undeveloped. Behind Monkish and Torrance, it was just open fields.
Okay.
We'd go out there. Very vivid memories of going there still with him, and he kind of
flying falcons.
yeah. So he went from Harris Hawks to Goss Hawks, which is the name that inspired the Stout series.
Yeah, you have a lot of beers in there.
And then he's been on Cooper's Hawks mostly lately. They're a little smaller and easier to fly.
Okay.
It's definitely hard in LA because of all the edit.
That noise is awesome. Sorry, we filmed this in a restaurant. We're in a brew pub, everyone. So
Easier to fly in LA because
maybe we speak up a little bit.
yeah, it's gotten developed, and all those fields are now industrial buildings. So he'll have to drive quite a ways, go visit my uncle in Temecula, go out to Palmdale just to fly the birds. But
Okay.
yeah, I grew up as
So
a,
have you flown these birds?
I mean, I've held them. I haven't. I would not call myself a falconer at all. It's really an intense culture, and I don't want to call it a hobby. It's like a way of life.
Right.
You go through the fish and game. It's very particular, and no, I have not.
Okay.
Whether it's not having time or the drive yet, I have not gone the falconry route.
Okay. Dude, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
Thank you for the backstory, man.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
appreciate it. One thing I want to talk about too is a totally different topic, but as I was getting dressed this morning, or not getting dressed, whatever, went to the gym, I was picking out what shoes I'm going to wear, right? Which I know is a big deal for Kyle.
It is.
But I was just going to put on my normal like Portland fucking rain boots. That's what you wear. And I was like, damn, hold up. I need to look fly for Kyle because you're a sneakerhead, right?
I have been a sneakerhead.
So I
for
threw on my
many,
Tribe
many
Called
years.
Quest Vans for you.
Awesome. Those are
But
rad.
talk to us about your sneaker collection.
Yeah.
Maybe what you're rocking now, what
I'm
you rocked yesterday. and-
Really basic Flyknits. Yesterday, what did I have on? Oh, some Ultra Boosts from Adidas. That's
Okay.
like my everyday
Okay.
sneaker.
How many, when you travel for collabo, so you're up here for 3 days, how many pairs of sneaks do
I
you bring?
only brought two.
Two?
I think two is usually the go-to just because there's no room in the suitcase.
Okay.
But, I've had.
I'm gonna rock Luminous, by the way. Move on
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
I've been.
That's Mochi.
Oh, we're going here.
Luminous
Sure.
lemon meringue pie.
Oh, awesome.
Sour IPA.
So I got into shoes, I think it's been about 18, 19 years. Used to go to Undefeated on the Brea and Supreme on Fairfax a lot. And it just kind of manifested from there. It got really heavy in college. Lately, don't really buy much. And
Would your wife be pissed if you came home
probably,
with like
yeah.
2 new pairs in the same
Yeah,
day or something?
she probably would. Used to have probably at one point upwards of 400 pairs. I think I'm down to about 200. But
So what'd you do with them?
gave them away, Goodwill. I think
Did you sell?
gave my buddy
Flip
Drake.
some or no?
I actually have a buddy named Drake.
Okay.
Good buddy. I gave him we have the same shoe size. But yeah, never really got into
Was that
the
God's
whole.
plan to give him one or no?
Yeah.
You gotta throw one joke.
You have to. Good album. No, it kind of tamed once I realized, wow, that's a lot of boxes to put in the closet.
But you still have 200?
Yeah.
So does that take up a closet or a room or what?
My office, I built out some racks that I display the majority of them, and then we have a little closet under the staircase that boxes are stored in.
Cool.
That my
Now-
wife gives me
Yeah.
crap about.
So on the
every
flip
week.
side, how many pairs of shoes does your wife have?
Not even close.
Really?
Maybe 15, 20 pairs.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
in my
yeah.
family, my wife's shoes trump mine, but nowhere near 200. or
No.
whatever, yeah.
So my grandma had a lot, and she always called me Imelda Marcos, I think is the name. I think it was some lady who had a lot of shoes at some point. I never looked. But
Okay. Cool. Now, compared to other sneakerheads in the world,
Mhm.
is your collection whack or is that legit? Or?
I would say it's a mix of stuff I'm not worried about getting dirty and some stuff I'm terrified to wear again. I got some really limited Jordans that I think I've worn twice. I was into the SB game early, so all those original Dunks I pretty much have.
That's
and,
cool.
I don't know. It's not whack,
Have
but
you,
it's not like
when you come up
amazing.
here, are you dying to hit the Nike store? Have you hit one?
No,
The
but I
employee
have.
store?
I've been to the outlet. I've never been there. I would love to.
Dude, why didn't you ask us?
I don't
We
know.
could have got some tickets for you.
Dang.
Yeah.
Next time.
I still might be able to hook you up if
All
you
right.
want, by the way. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Well, I'm gonna check with your wife first.
Yeah. No,
Check with your daughter's college fund first. Yeah.
if I see something like new that I really need to have, I think in the past few years I've gotten a couple pairs, but it's
Yeah.
nothing like, oh, I gotta get to here.
Right.
When I go to Boston, I go to Bodega. When I go to New York, I go to Kith. There's a few shops I really love. A couple in Miami, but no.
Are you Nike head?
I'm
or
mixed.
you're open to everything?
I would say the collection is probably mostly SBs and Jordans. So a lot of the SBs are Dunk lows.
Besides Nike, you mentioned.
I got a
some
lot of Adidas, a lot of Puma.
Okay. Oh, cool. So you're open.
Yeah. I think Jordans I stopped at like 15.
You got any Vans?
I got a lot of Vans.
That's my shit.
I think my favorite pairs were the Simpsons collabs probably a decade ago. But yeah,
I got some
on
Star
the newer,
Wars, some Zelda.
Yeah.
I love the Vans.
for sure. I think the newer stuff, the only stuff I buy consistently every year, I buy one of each, not each colorway. Every model of a new LeBron, I'll get one colorway of.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Let's say something else.
Yeah,
How
let's
about,
do Guava Mochi.
This one's Guava Mochi, right?
Yeah.
People call them milkshake IPAs, whatever. You know,
Cheers.
we call ours Mochi. We put Japanese ice cream in them, toasted rice.
Whoa, that's awesome.
This one's guava.
Yeah, this.
You think so? You do IPAs, right? Have you ever
Yeah.
messed with brewed IPAs, milkshake IPAs,
I really
sour
haven't.
IPAs, right?
No, I would like to, especially at home. It's hard to find time to brew at home. I really want to, especially on the mead front. I make a lot of. I used to make a lot of honey wine.
Cool.
But yeah, I'd like to. I don't. I never brewed with lactose much.
Are you vegan?
No,
Or just
never did. My mom's lactose intolerant. A few other family members were, and when I homebrewed, it was mostly for family and friends.
Yeah.
I think so. Outside of this was selfish stuff.
Yeah. That's the best.
But yeah, I want to. I think like mouthfeel and perceived sweetness is just.
Seeing how much time we got.
Yeah, no, you're good.
That's
Something that kind of the ground's just been broken, and there's a lot more room for exploration.
So you, I want to talk for a second about, I guess, hype, right? So people give us shit about, hype and price and things like that, and we're both newer breweries, right? Started around the same time. We do have higher price points, whatever. What do you think? What are some typical questions that you think would be a good way to answer or address people? They ask, like, are we just hype breweries, right?
No.
Do we charge a lot so we can make insane fucking dollars and things like that?
Not at
I don't know
all.
where you want to start if you want to say anything to the people out there, because we both have tons of haters, right?
Yeah, well, it comes with, I think, any brewery these days, but quite opposite. I think hype sucks. I think for me, the quantities have been so small that it comes with it.
You're a one-man show,
Yeah.
right?
So I can't make a lot of beer at once. I don't sell a lot of beer at once. Price points are higher for a few reasons. I have to rent other people's equipment.
Barrels aren't cheap,
Yeah, and I have to. Some of the ingredients I put into those stouts were crazy expensive, and mobile bottler, I don't have a lot of the luxuries of a production brewery.
Dude, I don't think people know. We didn't put it on the label, but for French toast, right? What did you send us, or what did we utilize in there? I don't think we told anyone.
I had probably a half open bottle of Pappy Van Winkle that we put 2 pounds of vanilla beans in a mason jar with the rest of that, and just pretty much let it saturate. And
Dude, that one, happy, y'all. Come on, man. That's insane.
That beer was cool. I like doing just weird one-off things with stuff like that, and I think that's kind of what I want my brand to be is, it's niche anyways, but I don't want to let price of ingredients sacrifice like something I want to try or experiment with. And at my scale, it's not that scary for it to not work out. I mean, it would suck, but it's not like a 30 barrel production batch where if you had to dump something, like that's a pretty major hit. We're talking really tiny amounts of beer. So I think that's fun. Going back to the hype thing,
real quick, just about price. One thing people don't understand is so Kyle has a day job, right? Like we have jobs, right? We're home with family. Like, what price do you put on this man's time when he's not at work at his day job or at home with his family? If he wants to give a couple hours a week to do this beer, like, why can't he charge more for his time and labor? You know, like,
it is what it is.
I'm sure if you were an accountant at an accounting firm with your years of experience, what would your billable hours be?
A whole lot more than
300 to 500 an hour, probably, right? If you worked at Deloitte or whatever.
Consulting. Definitely. I think the whole hype thing it's centered around, I think, first and foremost, quality. If you've proven that a few beers are good and then you release one that's a small quantity, then people are automatically going to get excited about it, and that creates that whole game. It's scary on our end, as you know, because people are expecting an amazing product, and if it doesn't live up to every expectation they have, whether you feel a beer is great or not, then they're disappointed, and that sucks at the end of the day. But I just try to make as many people happy as I can with being a very, very small operation, and continue having fun.
Now in baseball, there's 3 strikes. What if someone talks shit on Instagram 3 times? What happens?
That's pretty much my rule.
We were talking last night about, if people are talking shit on us too much. And, we don't want to silence the public, but there's so many people just being complete assholes on purpose.
Yeah, there's trolls. I love constructive criticism. It makes my beers better. I'm a first-time business owner, so it helps me change how I do things in the future. What I don't like is just constant badgering for no apparent reason, or there's just trolls. I mean, if you have something valid to say about the business or the beer, that's fine. But
or email, right? DM, like, hit me up, dude.
It's just it's a crazy culture. But on the flip side of that, there's 19 people that love your beer for every one that wants to be a troll. So maybe even 49 and one. Who knows what the ratio is. But
Do you think in a couple years we'll see a Horus tap room anywhere?
I would love to. I mean, tap rooms are what you can make money in a tap room. I'm selling bottles online in very small quantities, so I think that will come with, if I left my day job, I would need a tap room to support my family and sell my beer where people can.
Well, it's awesome that you get to meet the people, right?
Yeah.
You hang out.
And that's been
they get a burger, a shirt, they try the beers, and
For sure. It's a very cool place. My parents were here 2 years ago and still talk about how cool it is. And
you brought your wife and kid.
Yeah.
Willow, right?
Willow.
Awesome name. Yeah. No, I remember. Great movie too.
Yeah.
Is that where you got the name?
Yeah. Our friend came up with it, and then we were like, oh yeah, Val Kilmer movie. I love that growing up. I think for me, the highlight of this past year was I have a bottle membership club with 200 people.
Yeah.
And getting to see those people like every month or every 2 months and making that personal connection, them giving me feedback on my beers, that's what makes it really cool.
Cool, man.
I think that's what drives me to keep that going, and just kind of play it by ear and do what I can from a labor perspective and not, kill myself in the process with working too much.
So Kyle, tell us about, we're participating in the Hootenanny, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about the hop culture. Let's start it out. Hold on, start over. Kyle, I know you got an upcoming festival, right? It's you and hop culture, right?
Yep.
Together. So Horus Hop Culture. It's called a Hootenanny, right?
It is.
Tell us all about it, dude.
So I had a lot of local breweries pushing me to do a festival just based on the relationships I have with breweries around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely know a lot of people through events and collaborations, and For me, on a personal level, I wanted to give back to people that collaborated with me when I was getting started and just have friends out for a good time. Met the hop culture guys at an event in New York and had heard great things about them running logistics on festivals. And I knew I couldn't do it all by myself. I knew I could get great breweries there, but I didn't know where to start on the permit front and all that. But I'm really excited. We got 81 breweries coming.
Wow, dude. Yeah, that's a lot, man. We were going to plan one and only have like 25 to 40. Yeah, holy crap.
Yeah, so I think it'll be a lot different than anything you've ever seen in our area.
How many are not from the U.S.?
I think we're at 4.
Okay.
We got Dry and Bitter coming from Denmark, Bellwoods in Canada, but yeah, that's where the distribution stuff gets really tricky.
It's tricky. Right.
A few just to see how that goes, and if I decide to make this an annual thing, push for more next time.
Cool.
But yeah.
Where and when?
It's in Escondido on the 26th of this month, January, and it's going to be at a really cool venue, California Center for Arts, indoor and outdoor space. I think capacities 6,000 inside and 4,000 out.
Whoa,
so
dude.
You're talking 10,000 total.
That's a big festival, man.
We're going to cap it at 2,000 people.
Okay.
You know, there's been some interesting stuff I've learned along the way on how local jurisdiction controls pour sizes and layouts and everything that you don't really know until you get into the nitty-gritty of it all. So.
How about a fun question, right? Whose beers are you most excited to taste at the festival?
Oh, that is a really hard question. I'm really
got 80 to choose from, right?
Yeah, I mean, on a selfish, I'm really wanting to try some of the collabs. If the ones from Kane and Wakefield make it out, from other breweries that I haven't really dabbled all that much in. Forager from Minnesota, I've loved everything from them.
Cool.
American Solera is one of my favorite breweries in Oklahoma, and I mean everyone in general. I think everyone coming makes phenomenal beer, and that was fun picking like who I love and friends. So I'm gonna have to pace myself because there's gonna be a lot of beer.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get crushed, man. Yeah. Cool, and Hop Culture's running it, right? They're awesome,
so
dude.
Kenny and Olivia have been on it, and we got, I think the most exciting thing on a non-beer front, in August, I took my family to Portland, Maine, and Peter Bissell.
Wait. There's another Portland?
There is. Peter Bissell, one of the Bissell brothers, is part owner of High Roller Lobster Company.
Oh, cool.
And they're bringing a cart.
They were right next to you guys, right? In Copenhagen, right? Yeah, I remember chatting with them. Yeah, because people want us to do a Portland to Portland collab.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
So they own a lobster company, right?
They're bringing it all the way across the country. To serve.
So you're gonna have lobster rolls?
Lobster rolls at the festival.
I was just yesterday. I interviewed right here Rick from Lardo and Grossa, and he owns a Kingpin Lobster
Love
here in
that
Portland. Yeah.
No, Lardo's amazing.
Sweet, dude.
So yeah, the food's gonna be cool. That really cool street hot dog vendor, Mexican seafood, grilled cheese. It's gonna be a good time. I think something I haven't announced yet that's really exciting.
Oh shit! What is it?
3 different stouts. Yeah, so it's Goshawk's Grasp, Migration, and Territory. An ice cream company near where I went to college is actually making stout ice cream for the fest. So
cool. What college?
I ended up at Redlands, but I started at Gonzaga. So
cool.
It's at the base of Big Bear Mountain.
That's awesome, man. We got to wrap up. Our restaurant's going to open soon. This is, by the way, for those that don't know, this is why we don't normally crush our whole flights. It's super early in the morning when we do this.
Yeah, I did not do well.
What, dude? You got to drink the lumberberry. Come on, I crushed your barrel.
I will.
But any last thing you think people want to know about you, or that you want to give a shout out to your wife, or I don't know what?
Shout out.
Since I said it, you got to give a shout out.
Hi, Laurel.
Hi,
wives.
Willow.
I wish my mom and dad and sister came up. They love Portland. They love you guys. Next year. We're gonna brew French toast again. You heard it first here.
Yeah.
Might be called Frenchier toast. But yeah, I think we'll make it an annual trip, and I just, I love Portland. Thank you guys for
Cool.
hosting last
Yeah.
night. It was
Cheers,
super
man.
fun.
Thanks for having me. Or
To
whatever.
Lum-
Thanks for coming out, dude.
To
Love
Lumber
you.
variant.
Yeah. Go try some Horus Aged Ales if you can get your hands on it.
Cheers.
Peace.